Hi guys, today I'm super excited. I'm using the Rebecca Judd Loves Eye Essentials palette by the skincare company. So as you can see, it's got the most beautiful selection of warm, earthy, rusty colours, a few little plummy colours, some gold peachy colours. I'm pretty excited about this palette. So I am going in with a couple of the matte brown colours. I actually don't have the slip with the exact names, but I will follow up on that for you. So I am just dipping into both those colours there and starting on the outer corner of my eye using my fluffy round brush and just buffing that into my socket line. You've all seen me do this before. I like to create a lot of shape and definition before I even do anything else. So just working the colour in my swirly motions just to really buff and blend that colour into the crease and into the outer portion of the eye there. And I feel like these colours already make my eyes stand out, so it helps to bring out the blue, which normally my eyes are more of a grey blue, but I feel like they really pop with these colours. So going in on the same thing on the other eye there. I like it all to be really super blended, so just keep buffing that colour in. And I'm just deepening up the colour now, so I like to get my base on first and then I can just build the colour up. It's the same steps, just building in a little bit more colour, deepening up that outer corner and the socket line with the same two colours and just buffing it in. I much prefer to start off light and build it up slowly rather than just going with too much colour and it'd be way too hard to blend. So just start off light and build it up as you need to. And taking a more tapered fluffy brush, I'm just going to use the same two colours and go and apply that to my lower lash line. So starting at the outer corner and just lightly blending it towards the middle to inner corner of my eye, without going too far in the inner corner because you don't want to close the eyes up. You just want to balance the eyelid and create a little bit of shading and depth underneath that lower lash line, and just adding a little bit more to the crease just to define that a little bit more, but still taking the fluffier brush to buff everything out so it's nice and smoky and just soft and really blended. Okay, so when you're happy with your depth, I'm going to go in with the Australis 10 Hour Wear eyeliner pencil. This is in Bombastic Bronze. I can't find my pencil sharpener, so it's a little blunt, but it'll still work. So I'm just applying that to the lower lash line waterline and just underneath the lashes there, and I'm going to buff that out with the tapered brush and some shadow shortly, but just getting it really into that lash line, not just the waterline. You do have to extend it a little bit below on the outer corner to give it more of that smoky soft look rather than just a line. And I really like the warm coppery colours because it just helps to bring out the blue of my eyes as well. And I'm going in with the more rusty shimmery shade, and I'm just using that tapered brush and buffing out and setting the eyeliner on my lower lash line. So obviously not the waterline, but just the bit of the eyeliner that we put underneath the lashes there. So it really buffs it out, smokes it up, sets it, and just gives you a really soft look. So now I'm taking a clean blending brush and just really buffing out that lower lash line, making sure everything's really smooth and buffed out and no harsh lines. So taking the same tapered brush and dipping in with that rusty shimmery colour, I'm just going to deepen up the actual socket line of my upper lid. So following the line there and just intensifying the outer corner and building that colour up into the socket line just to give a lot more shape and crisp definition, but again, making sure the edges are really, really buffed out. So going back in with the 10 Hour Wear eyeliner, just applying that to the upper lash line. This, I'm not doing it quite so precise because I am going to set it and buff it out as well, but just applying it to the upper lash line, not going too far in the middle, but I do want to cover the majority of the lash line there. Hard to see in the camera, but it's there. And going in with the rusty shimmery shade again, I'm just going to really smoke out that eyeliner, so you can see it more once I buff it all out, how it just blends and softens and just gives you that real smoky look, but still defining that upper lash line. So there you go, just setting and blending. And this just also makes sure that your eyeliner isn't going to go and transfer on the upper lids, which is not what you want. You want it to stay where you apply it, but I don't want a harsh line. I just really want to buff it out and have it really nice and fluffy. And taking my fluffy brush, I just want to really make sure everything is nice and soft, so just stretching a little bit of the colour over to the middle of the lid, but not really a lot. I don't want to distribute any more colour, just softening it up there and making sure everything's really blended. You probably hear me sound like a broken record, but it's all about the blending, and I just love these colours. They are so gorgeous and very, very me. I'm stoked. And just with a flat eyeshadow brush there, I'm going in with more of the peachy goldy shimmery shade, and I'm just going to apply that to the center of the eyelid just for a little bit of a subtle highlight, so that when I blink the light will just catch the eye and it just gives a really nice soft subtle pop. So I'm going to use some liquid eyeliner today. So I'm using my Vamp Stamp liquid eyeliner. I really like this eyeliner. It totally has, I didn't expect to like it nearly as much, but it lasts so well. It doesn't transfer on my upper lids, which I usually get. So I'm just using it with the stiff angled brush, and I'm just going to apply it along the upper lash line there and just give a little wing. I find using a stiff angled brush, it really helps for you to get a straight line, and you just sort of pat it in, really utilize the angle of the brush so you can just stamp out where you want the line of your wing to be and then just fill it in. So I always start doing the lash line first, and then when I've got the thickness of the line that I'm happy with, I'll go in for another dip of my eyeliner and just stamp the wing, and then just fill it in and make sure the line's nice and smooth and even. when you're happy with that, I'm going to go in with 2 coats of mascara, only 1 coat on the bottom lashes, which I'll do first as always, and then go ahead and build up those upper lashes and make them nice and full and fluffy. Just going in with the lightest shimmery shade in the Eye Essentials palette, just for a nice subtle highlight in the inner corner of the eye there. So I'm wearing 2 shades of lipstick today, both are the Face by the Skincare Company. I'm going in with their newest shade, Rose Kiss, first, just to give my lips a little bit of a base colour. That's not too much, but just that really nice rosy soft pink look to the lips first. And then I'm going in with the Face by the Skincare Company's lipstick in Angelina, and this is much more of a nude lippy, and I'm just applying that mainly to the center of the lips just to create a little bit more fullness and just to give a little bit of extra 3D shape to the lips there. And no gloss today, I'm just going to fluff up my hair, and I'm feeling pretty happy with myself. Happy with this look, love these eyeshadows. The camera doesn't really do it justice. It's just such a fun palette. Definitely try it. You can do so many gorgeous looks, and I'd love to see you look. So feel free to tag me and let me know what you think. Thanks guys, bye.